Hey, this is Andrew, and I'm doing a new thing here, just to try it out, see how it goes. I'm gonna watch the new Crucible Cast here and uh, comment on it while it goes. So this will be fun and really really weird, but it's a thing that people do. So I'm gonna try it out. So here we go. The brand new Crucible Cast that just posted today.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the 6th episode of the Crucible Cast. As always, I'm Mercedes. This is Brad.
Hi, Mercedes.
We have
Hi,
our
Brad.
good friend Josh.
Hi,
And
Josh.
a new friend, Matt Holland.
Hey,
Now,
Matt.
Matt's been with Asmodee for quite some time now, and you may have seen him around. Can you let them know kind of what your background is?
Yeah, you may have seen me at events because I did a lot of event production for Fantasy Flight and Asmodee, so Gen Con, things like that, and also on our World Championships commentary for several different games.
Yeah, you did a lot of commentary.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, why don't
He's a
you tell us a
commentator.
little bit about your new position, which is the community coordinator, correct?
Yes, so I'm now with Organized Play, and I'm going to be the community coordinator. So that's going to be all
So good.
all about interacting with you guys, whether it's on social media, whether it's in person at events,
Is that Alex?
answering questions, trying to be another new avenue of communication to share our passion for making the games and really see what you guys are doing and what you guys are excited about out there in the community too.
It's fantastic. It's the first time that this position's ever existed, right?
Correct.
So
Okay.
it's just
So not
continuing
taking
onward
Alex's
and
job,
upward.
that's good.
And we're so excited to have Matt. Matt's super passionate about games in general,
Oh, yes.
and he's going to be doing such a great job to help you build communities, which are the lifeblood of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, we're really glad that you're here.
Yeah,
So-
you'll be able to find me on the Organized Play Facebook and Twitter, all those different avenues, or email me as well. So there'll be an announcement, I think, about that.
And all of the links are going to be in the description below.
That too.
Yes, absolutely. So people will be able to get in touch with you
Indeed.
and get a little bit more of a dialogue going. I'm really, really excited about that.
Absolutely.
It's going to be good for the community, good for events. And speaking of events and community, how are our chainbound
Can we
events
get more
going?
vault
Chainbound
tours?
events are awesome right now. We have had
Events are awesome.
4,152 total chainbound events run since the middle of January.
I guess
Wow.
53.
That's a couple chains.
It's just a few chains out there in the world.
few.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
few.
A couple players have some decks that have, I think, reached almost a high point too
Wow.
in that time. Yeah,
That's
they've been
fabulous.
playing weekly, so it's pretty exciting. And over 670 of those events have happened just this month so far.
Really?
Wow.
And that's
That's a
yeah
ton.
before this video even launches.
That's
so there will be
that's,
even
that's
more.
internationally.
That is internationally.
Wonderful.
Yes, that's worldwide. 670 events.
So it sounds like those numbers are just continuing to grow.
They are continuing to grow. They're getting bigger and bigger every month. But we need you to help
go
us
higher.
make them even bigger. Exactly. So for those of you that are in communities that don't have chainbound events that are currently happening at your local stores, reach out to them. Let them know you want this to happen. We have all of the tools that they need with the tournament software.
And it's
We
so
have-
easy to get set up.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's so simple to get set up.
I mean, we intentionally made it as easy to use as possible so that the store owners can just go in, click a couple of buttons, and then a person shows up with their deck, registers their personal profile, and it's just like a boop, boop, and then it's ready to go.
It just happens.
And these stores can do it once a week, correct?
Yes. Every store, every week.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Awesome. So in addition to getting the stores just set up to be able to run the event, what is some extra incentive for players to show up if a store was to do this?
So we've
Prize
talked about
getting.
this a little bit already. We've really simplified the seasonal kits so that they're
Okay.
not tournament based like they were in the past.
Yeah.
That opens it up to allowing a lot more players to come in and just play the game and hang out. And we've lowered the price point too for the stores. So that is another selling point to get stores involved. And then, yeah, we've got our premium kits.
Okay. What about the premium kits?
I like to
The
talk
premium
about that.
kits, we've already announced these.
So it's interesting. My local store here, there's two of them. One of them charges $1 to if you want to participate in a chainbound event. Both of them hand out, a card from one of the little mini cards from the seasonal kits. So it's interesting for the one that charges. I feel like $1. It's so little. It's totally worth it. But I wonder, if they would be better off not turning people away who aren't willing to pay that. For the one that doesn't, like, I wonder if they're getting value out of it in terms of people actually buying stuff when they come. I think people do buy stuff. Usually there's a couple people that'll buy a deck during the course of the event. And it also generates buzz for the other events that are coming up. So I think it is probably a good deal for them, but I have not actually checked to ask them what their perspective is.
So some of you may have already seen this, but our first Keyforge Premium Seasonal Kit is Mars themed.
Ooh.
And yeah, we're
Lots
pretty
and
excited
lots of
about that.
little
We've
green
got lots and lots of little green men. We've got our key promo cards.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got our play mats, which is pretty gorgeous.
Who,
playmat.
who doesn't love playmat?
Who doesn't need a new
Come on.
Keyforge playmat, right?
Yes. Okay, awesome. So that's,
I've
so
said people
that's a little
use
bit
those
about
for
some of the
paid
chainbound
events.
stuff that's going on. What's after the chainbound events?
So after Chainbound, we start getting into our store champs, which are coming up.
I'm looking forward to
But
that.
we've got a couple things that we wanted to talk about regarding those.
Specifically prizes, right?
Specifically prizes which include amber shards.
Yay!
So, as you guys have seen out in the world, we've got our vault tours and we've got our chainbounds. And chainbound amber shards are about here, and our vault tours are about here when it comes to amber shard rewards.
It's crazy.
So,
But you can still show up, play a bunch of
Oh.
games, and then go to some place like Gen Con where they're having a vault tour and get
Yeah.
one of these snazzy shirts.
absolutely.
That whole prize wall.
But when we get into our store champs, that's where we're kind of meeting in the middle. That's where people are going to
Gotcha.
start earning more amber shards than at their current local events.
A little bit more serious level of competition.
Exactly, a little bit more competition and a lot more reward for doing that.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Players want that increased level of power and complexity that comes with those types of tournaments.
Yep.
So what's this tease about the prizes?
Yeah.
So the prizes, we're just going to tease one of the prizes right now. We've got some card sleeves coming for this
Ooh.
kit.
Cool.
And
Okay.
they are going to be Bingle Bang Bang
Ooh. From
from
Age of Ascension.
Age of Ascension. Exactly. So
Okay.
new card, new sleeves. We're really excited about it. It's a really cool piece of
Brobnar,
art.
correct?
It's gonna be great for all the Brobnar fans.
And yes, it is
Exactly.
Brobnar.
That's awesome. Excellent. Okay, so what happens after store champions?
So then we'll have our primes. I don't have anything to spoil on that right now, but because we've got some grand championships coming up in the UK
Yay.
in the fairly near future here,
UK Games Expo.
UK Games Expo, we get to talk a little bit about those sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And
More
for
sleeves.
those, we're actually going to spoil something. The community has been going nuts, I guess, over this little character, and they don't know what it's called.
I have an inkling who this might be.
Oh, you know who this is. You know who this is.
Yes.
We all
Is
know
it
who this
Goosepenny?
is. It's the Goosepenny.
We don't talk about Goosepenny.
but it's something out of our new
Yep.
Age of
Also,
Ascension.
also out of Age of Ascension, it is the Bumblebird.
Oh,
So
That's
cute.
nice.
I'm super excited about
It's,
this.
it's my favorite card out of Age of
Really?
Ascension. It's
Oh,
so
really?
much fun to play with.
Awesome.
And the art just got knocked out of the park.
Let's be honest, it's super cute.
Oh,
Right?
it's
I
so
love
good.
it.
It's so good. It's so good. So we're gonna get sleeves.
So yes, more sleeves. This time Bumblebird.
It's a worth
That'll
the
be
reward.
super. That'll be super cool. I mean, considering that that's the UK Games Expo is going to be where Age of Ascension is
True.
going to be premiering for the, first
first,
time in actual
competition?
tournament play. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
That's pretty cool.
Excellent.
wonderful.
Well, I'm sure we're going to be hearing more about that coming soon. So let's talk about what's next. Obviously, we've kind of pointed to this box here in front of us, but we have some new product coming out. This little thing called Age of Ascension, which is the second set of
More purpley
Keyforge.
than I expected.
Now, there are a few notable differences if you can look at what's going on here on the table. Do you want to pick up one of those packs and tell them one of the most exciting changes that we've made to the packaging?
So we've been listening to you guys, and we heard a lot about how people really hated ripping open these boxes. And so we've put 2 tabs on the back of every box. That it makes it easy to open and reuse as a deck box when.
So you play a sealed device.
That's
Yeah,
great.
tuck your deck back in there when you're done.
Sounds
I
great,
like
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got a little piece of security tape. You peel that back, and then it's got a flap where you can actually reseal it instead of where you had to tear apart the bottom of the box
That's
from the
super
other
cool.
packaging before.
Yeah. So I think players are really, really going to love this. Gives them additional utility, and these boxes are both blue and beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it.
You gotta wait for the set to come out, Matt. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Excellent. So we're all very excited about that. let's see,
No
what's
more
next?
than me.
Apparently not. So let's talk about any of the rules updates that have come up lately.
Yeah, so we continue to get more and more rules questions in, and soon we're going to be opening up Age of Ascension questions.
Yes.
So keep on sending them in, but as soon as the set hits, then we'll start answering them. But one of the big questions that's been lurking around in our inbox right now has been about the rare discard Gavos Longarms.
Okay, so Gavos Longarms, he's a 5-power creature,
Yes, he
right?
is.
And I'm just going to pull this up just to make sure I got this right. So his ability says, before fight, choose a creature. Gavos Longarm deals damage to that creature rather than the one it is fighting.
Exactly.
Okay, so why don't you explain what the rules question is?
So people have been asking how Gavos interacts with other creatures that have the elusive keyword.
Okay.
So the elusive keyword makes it so that when that creature is defending a fight, is attacked, that no damage is dealt to either creature.
So it's just a straight whiff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But Gavos Longarms
Doesn't hit that creature.
mixes it up a little bit because he's not dealing damage to that creature. So if Gavos Longarms attacks a elusive creature, what happens?
No damage.
So really quick before he answers, I want to say what I think the answer is, and then I'll find out if I'm right or wrong. So what I believe the answer is if Gavos fights an elusive creature, no damage is dealt. So the target for the damage shifts from being the thing that he's fighting to something else. But because no damage is dealt, nobody takes damage. So if Gavos fights Naughty the Thief and chooses Dust Pixie to take the damage, no damage is dealt. Gavos and Dust Pixie, neither of them take damage. However, if Gavos fights Dust Pixie, which is 1 power and doesn't have elusive, then he can choose, Gavos can choose Naughty the Thief as the target for the damage. Dust Pixie will do 1 damage to Gavos. Gavos will do 5 damage to Naughty, and the damage does hit because Naughty's elusive doesn't trigger. That's how I think it works. We'll see.
Exactly. No damage is dealt. Gavos is still attacking an elusive creature, so the other creature that was chosen by his before fight ability will not take any damage.
Gotcha.
However, if we reverse the situation and Gavos Longarms is attacking a creature that doesn't have elusive but using its ability to deal damage to one that does, it will damage that creature.
Right, because it's not engaging the elusive word itself.
So you're kind of sneaking damage past the elusive keyword.
Exactly.
By
Just like
adding
you-
something
the
else.
point.
Exactly, just like you would with an action card
Sure.
that dealt
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. I mean, it's very thematic. I mean, he's Gavos Longarms. He's reaching around whatever to get to the other.
And I can really relate to that sort of situation. But the
That was
most
your 5-year art, right?
Yeah, exactly. the most interesting part of this
Brad related
is
to Gavos.
when Gavos does use his ability to deal damage to an elusive creature, and that creature is destroyed, it counts as being destroyed in a fight. This matters for cards like the War Chest or
that's
any other card that cares about a creature being destroyed in a fight.
Okay.
Excellent.
Destroying
All right.
Interesting
Well, were there any
clarification.
other clarifications that you wanted to talk about today?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, excellent. Well, I feel like we ended up covering quite a bit today. And so, unless there is anything else, as usual, be sure to subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified when we post new content. Our next episode, the 7th episode of the Crucible Cast, will be airing on May 25th. And as always, follow us on.
Twitter
Instagram.
and Facebook.
All right,
I'm gonna
links
bet
are
you
in the
that
description
that
as
means
always.
May 25th
And
is
we
when,
thank you very much for watching, and we'll
is
see you
when
next
AOA is
time.
going to
See
drop.
you guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Seems quite likely. All right, well, thanks. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and keep on forging.